Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Press Box. Brian Carson here with my co-host Kenny Varner. How's it going, Kenny V?
Hey Brian, It's going great. Another nice day out, even though it was a little chilly. Finally, the sun decided to come out, so can't really complain whenever you have all these gloomy days and finally get a sunny one.
Yeah, I need to get out. I don't know what the sun looks like anymore, but hey, can you believe this? We're at episode 20 of the
Wow,
Press Box tonight.
that is crazy, but it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No, I mean it keeps going too. It keeps growing.
Oh,
Our listeners, and we'd like to thank everybody out there that watches us and supports us. We appreciate that.
oh, most definitely, most definitely.
I'm looking at your avatar there. Is that you throwing a first pitch out?
Yeah, a couple years back, I got the privilege of throwing the first pitch at Mifflin County Youth Baseball's opening day, and right there, you can't tell if it's a ball or strike, but I can guarantee you it was right down the pipe.
There you go. What'd you do? Did you throw a fastball?
I just threw one that I knew would get there, and not hurt my arm. So
uh, that's cool. So, tell me what's going on with you. I know the Burnham, your Burnham special needs football, but that's not until fall, right?
right, we're just wrapping up things from the season here. We had a in January we had our final banquet and got to see all the kids one last time and gave them their trophy for the year and everything. Now we're gonna start the process over again here and start to fill up our schedule, and we're looking to get some teams early on so we can build a have a nice big full schedule for the upcoming season.
Yeah, I saw the photos on your Facebook page
Hmm.
with the kids holding their trophy. Well, not kids, but the your players holding their trophies. That was pretty cool. Did you take them?
Actually, no. One of our kids' mom, they call her Mama Don. She was the one who took the pictures, and I just kind of did the little editing with the put the bulldogs in the background. So uh, worked out pretty good.
Before Cool. Before we get to our high school stuff, if you don't mind, I
Hmm.
would like to talk a little bit about the big game, Super Bowl 57,
Nice.
the
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles crushed the San Francisco 49ers, which would made my day.
Well,
Made my day.
I'll tell you what, their defense got rid of Purdy pretty quick.
Oh, I know. We were hearing that he was the next Tom Brady and all that crap.
Yeah.
And not that I'm knocking the kid, but
Right.
he's not Tom.
No, there'll never be another one like him.
Yeah, speaking of Brady, do you think he's gonna stay retired?
I think this time he sounds very sincere. He didn't have string everybody out like he did last year. So I think he's done this year, especially
I
when
actually do too. I
yeah,
actually do too, buddy. I think the only way he would come back is if, and they're not going to, would be if the San Francisco 49ers offered him. Because he was born in California and that's his childhood favorite team. I
mhm,
think that's the only way he would take another chance.
yeah. Well, I think he also realizes too that he needs to spend some quality time with his kids and enjoy that. And you know, he'll probably get bored like he did last year, but I just think that the urge just isn't there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get bored too much. Doesn't he have that like ungodly broadcasting contract?
Oh yeah, poor what was his name, Olson?
Yeah,
Uh,
he's done.
he's done. Yeah, he's It's
Thanks,
pretty good.
Greg, for your 1 year. We got Brady, who's never broadcast in his life, and we're going to give him like 20 million a year.
Now I wonder if he messes up on the telestrator, if he's gonna, slam it like he did on the sideline.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I wondered, why we don't get 20 mil a year, Kenny.
Oh, I know. Doesn't seem right.
Talk about it. And then in the other side, uh, really great game. They have great games, the Chiefs and the Bengals, don't they?
Oh, always, always.
Oh, man. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for that roughing the passer penalty
Hmm.
against the Bengals, I think we'd have been watching an overtime game.
Oh, most definitely. And that was it was a reactive move. It wasn't done intentional. He was trying to keep himself up from falling, and he just
Yeah, I know.
reached.
I
Yeah.
don't like that crap. I'd like to see the old ways back. Watch football in the 70s once. How about it? The quarterback was allowed to be destroyed. I have a game I actually taped. It was 1971 or 72 Colts against my Rams, and Mike Curtis, I think, ripped Roman Gabriel's head off when you watch it. He tackled him up on the head, the helmet, and it looked like he ripped his head right off. No penalty.
Hmm.
You know
Oh,
what that would be today.
you've been suspended.
Yeah.
Uh,
So who do you got? Who do you think's gonna win this bad boy?
I really don't have a vested interest. I like both teams. And I think this is going to be the Eagles' year. I think Jalen Hurts is going to shut up all the doubters, if there are any anymore, and give the city of Philadelphia one more Lombardi trophy.
I actually go the opposite way, my friend. I got the Chiefs.
Oh, wow.
I have the Chiefs. I think there's a record that a lot of people have forgotten on counting regular season and playoffs. Andy Reid is 30-6 after a bye,
Oh, that's true.
and
I
they got
forgot
the
about
week off. They got the week off. He is 2-0 lifetime against his old team,
that. Mm.
and this is a biggie. Uh, Experience counts in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. Last year was different because both quarterbacks were in their first year in the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
But Sean McVay wasn't. It was his second time in a Super Bowl. Experience matters. You got Andy Reid in his fourth Super Bowl,
Mhm.
Mahomes in his third, and then go over to Philadelphia. Sirianni, first year in Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts,
Mhm.
first year in the Super Bowl.
Um.
And I'm telling you, it means something. This isn't, athletes like to say, well, you got to treat it just like another game. Well,
Mhm.
it isn't. When you got like 5 billion people watching it over the country, it is not just another game.
That is true. But the thing that makes me choose the Eagles is the defense and their 72 sacks they have this year. And with Mahomes hopping on one foot, if they get to him early and do what they did to the 49ers quarterbacks, it could be, you don't want to put your money on Chad Henne if
No,
Mahomes doesn't make it.
I agree their defense has really been monstrous this year. Obviously, they set the record for sacks by a team in
Mhm.
one season, but Patrick Mahomes is different.
Yeah, he is. He is
He's
that.
a different dude. He can throw underarm between his legs, whatever. He just finds some way to get out of sticky situations.
Mhm. Oh, he's fun to watch. He is fun.
But I'm going to say 27-20 Chiefs.
Okay, well, I'm going to say 28-27 Eagles.
All right. See, I know what I'm Pennsylvanian, Kenny. I just
Mhm.
can't, I don't have it in my DNA for some reason to be for a Pennsylvania team.
Unless it's wrestling.
Unless, oh yeah, we're getting to that. Good segue, Kenny
All right.
V.
Thank you.
Last week, the gigantic dole meet that set records on Big Ten Network for viewership, and it set an attendance record for college wrestling with almost 16,000. Bryce Jordan Center, number one Penn State, number two Iowa. 23-14 Nittany Lions. And the score's close, and everybody's going, oh, man. I saw Tim Johnson's an announcer, and so and Jim Gibbons. I swear to God, they, that they are so biased towards Iowa. Trying to relive Iowa's past. They're going around saying how close they hung with Penn State. Yeah, some matches were close, but do you know they only had 2 takedowns in the whole match?
Oh, wow.
Penn State had 16. They won 4 matches, and I was right on 3 of them. The only one I got wrong that I thought Iowa wouldn't win was when Kennedy beat Facundo. I thought it was going to be 7 matches to 3 Penn State. And yeah, the bout scores were close, but the match overall, the whole dole meet, wasn't as close as people believe. But you had, Roman Bravo Young pins Brody Teske, which was brilliant. Teske left Penn State. He was there for a year and transferred out.
Wow.
Welcome back. You got RBY and got your ass pinned is what happened. And then the other one was Aaron Brooks with a fall. And now it comes this week is another biggie. Number 5, Ohio State. Penn State's going out there.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And I'm waiting to see how good he is. This Jesse Mendez from Ohio State was the top recruit in the nation in high school. And now he's on the Buckeye team. And he's at 133, ranked 5th in the country, but he's going to get Roman Bravo Young. We're going to see how good Jesse Mendez is, because I think Roman's going to wipe him out. Unless he's feeling bad, that Roman's, amazing. Have you ever watched him wrestle? How quick he is, how fast he is. Just slick and smooth. And I don't know. I think the only guy that gives him a fight is Dayton Fix out at Oklahoma State. But in the end, I think we will win. The only weight Penn State's weak is 125. That's it.
Who do they have there?
Gary Steen. Remember him? He wrestled for Reynolds High School. Was a 2-time state champ. That shows you how tough college wrestling is. Steen was a 2-time state champ for Reynolds. And his record's 6-9.
Wow.
He'll get better, but he's just young. And
yeah.
But you really got to be good. You really got to be good in college because everybody's good.
Yeah, and Penn State still has a lot of young players or wrestlers, right?
Oh my God! The thing that's crazy about Penn State is 3 of their starters on a returning national championship team. 3 starters are freshmen.
Wow.
Shane Van Ness, Facundo, who I mentioned, and Levi Haynes, who came. If you've gone down the States, you remember him. Levi Haynes was from. Oh my God, I had it in my head, and now I'm drawing a complete blank. Oh my Lord. I'll remember it before the show's over. But really looks good. And then they actually, as far as starters, they have I'm doing this off the top of my head. They only have 2 starters that are seniors in the lineup,
Jeez.
but they're biggies.
Mhm.
Roman Bravo Young and Max Dean,
Mhm.
both returning national champions. They are seniors.
Nice.
Everybody else is going to be back. And then Penn State in 24 has probably the #1 recruiting class in the nation.
Wow.
So
They just they don't rebuild, they reload pretty much.
reload, baby, reload. So it's going to be fun. So that's going to be a big goal. Watch it. Ohio State, Penn State. Penn State's going to win,
Hmm.
but Ohio State. There's some good matches in there. Mendez Young, Caleb Romero is going against Aaron Brooks. That should be good.
Yeah.
But Penn State just has too much from top to bottom.
Hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. Okay, let's get to high school now.
All right.
Our bread and butter on here on the show. We have no guests tonight. We were going to have Adam Barrick and Jared Dressler of Juniata High School. They're having a bounce back season. They had been rebuilding for a couple of years when they took over, but this year made it to the District 6 Doles. They lost to Phillipsburg. You covered it. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Mhm.
They lost to the AA Doles. Was it the first round or the quarters?
That was the first round.
Okay, first round.
Yeah.
But they brought them back. They have a winning record. They're 12-7. They got a dome meet. They scheduled a dome meet tonight, so couldn't make it, but they're going to be on next week to talk about the Indians and the postseason. But so Kenny, 36-33, but they had Casey Smith and Jonathan Kaufman out of the lineup, or they would have probably beaten Phillipsburg. Talk about what your thoughts were in that dome meet.
Yeah, the two teams wrestled each other. Oh, I think maybe 2 years or 2 years, 2 weeks ago, and I believe Phillipsburg won it like 40 to maybe 17. It wasn't very close, but East Junior or Juniata came in yesterday, and they surprised. They turned a lot of heads. They had it down to the final couple of matches before falling 36-33. One of the standouts that I saw that did a great job was Javier. Um, oh, I believe it was Javier Lopez or Guns. Javier Lopez. Yep.
Okay.
160. He outlasted Dawson Snyder in a 4-3 decision. So that was one that I don't think they expected to get the win at. But I guess since coming into the lineup, Javier's been um, working hard and getting the wins for them.
Is Pataki still coaching Phillipsburg?
Yes, I believe so.
What a nice guy. Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, I've talked to him on occasion. Just haven't done it this year, but in the past I have. Yeah, very nice, very helpful, especially for reporters that don't know the insides and outs of wrestling, and isn't is very nice when someone maybe asks a dumb question, or we
Yeah,
tend to do that once in a while.
former Penn State star who he was a state champion at Clearfield. But yeah, really nice guy trying to turn the Phillipsburg program around because they've been down on rough times too, just like Juniata was.
Mm-hmm.
But nice to see them in the Doles, and then
Yeah.
we'll talk about the semifinals and finals that are going to go on in AA and AAA soon. But right now, give us a basketball roundup, Kenny V.
I can do that. That is right down my alley.
And I will shut my mouth and let you go.
Uh, First of all, I got a couple of odds and ends I'd like to send shout outs to. Today, the Mifflin County Bocce team picked up their third win of the season. So they've really come on, had a slow start to the season, and hopefully they can get the magic that they had last year and get to states and come back with another state title. Uh, I'd also like to congratulate the Bald Eagle, State College, and Bellefonte bocce teams, which are they're also in the running to make tournament bids. The Bellefonte cheerleaders participated last weekend in the PIAA states and finished ninth. So congratulations to the Lady Raiders for a great performance. So we'll start. We'll start off with the game I covered last night. Um, I covered Bald Eagle area and Hollidaysburg, and that was about as epic of a thriller as you're going to get. Um, a Bald Eagle came in with a more of a ground type work the ball inside and get the get the hard shots and inside shots. Where Hollidaysburg, they just shot lights out from the 3 point line. Um, in the end, though, it was Bald Eagles' physical play that ended up helping them, and they came out winners of a 54-51 overtime thriller. Um, Hollidaysburg had 11 3 pointers in the game, but that was equaled out by Chase Thompson's 16, Cam Watkins' 15, and Blaze Angeletti and Tyler Serb's 10-point efforts.
I
So,
remember Watkins from football.
yeah. Well, he's tough inside too. He's about as feisty as he is on the football field. A very athletic, but very physical. Get the rebounds over. Leaping over some of the other taller guys to pull down the rebounds and give his team maybe a second chance at a shot. He did that a couple times yesterday. So very impressive.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he lead them in receptions?
Yes. Yeah. He sure did. He was their go-to guy.
And I think he had, because we did football so much, we had our own football show. I
Yeah.
think he also had 9.5 sacks at his defensive end spot.
Hmm.
So, pretty good all around athlete.
Oh, very, very. Yeah. And definitely a team player too. Everyone on that Eagles team has been, uh, playing their roles, and doing what the coach, yeah, Coach Glenn is asked of them. So
Nice.
nice.
Continue.
Okay. Then we went to the Mifflin County girls. Kind of a back and forth week for them. The started out on Monday. They had their final home game of the season, possibly, depending on how the seeding goes for the postseason. But their last regular season home game, they really obliterated Selinsgrove 69-29. Of course, Marissa Gingrich got her points. She scored 21. But some of the other names on the list are some names that people might be familiar with. Jaylee Bodorf finished with 9. She was in a limited role, but she came off the bench and was able to score three pointers to get the 9 points. Here's a familiar last name is and player is J.C. Cunningham. Her mom played
Jenny.
Jenny Cunningham. Yeah, that's how old we are. J.C. Cunningham is that's her daughter. So she had 8 points as well as Riley Hine, but J.C. Cunningham is going to be something special. You could just see it. Gets a little more confidence in her. Very aggressive. Very um, another team-oriented player. Um, very athletic. Once she gets a little more time under her belt, she's going to be a player to watch out for.
So does she play like her mom?
Oh yeah, very physical. And but she could be. It's she's got a little bit of both. She's got the physicalness, but she's also got, how some players are very graceful when they go into the lane for their
Hmm.
shots. She's got that grace about her, and very smooth, shot.
Like
And
me, smooth and graceful.
yes.
That is two words you never see here behind after my name.
Mm.
Brian Carson, smooth and graceful, just doesn't fit.
Yeah. But
Slow
yeah,
and lumbering
yeah,
fits.
that fits
So
me too.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh no, that's okay. Uh, let's see. Then yesterday they fell to Mechanicsburg on the road, 36-31. Marissa got 21 points, but they had an off night. Which, if you're going to have an off night, towards the end of the season, it's best to do it now before you head into the postseason. So, you just take that and move on from it, and um, but they're still in good position uh, to get into playoffs.
Yeah, they're probably going to play State College, right?
Right,
Because
right.
it
I think
looks
that
like Altoona's going to be the number one seed.
right. And that's where if they get a better record than State College, the Huskies will have one more home game for the three seniors. Um, so that will be nice.
Who are the three seniors? Marissa,
Asia Binder
Asia Binder.
and oh my, is it Emily Leister?
I don't know.
Amelia. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Amelia.
Brett Leister's, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
Brett's kid.
yeah, I believe it is.
Wow, time's flying.
It is. I might be wrong on that. It might be somebody else, but I do know that Asia and Marissa
Marissa.
are two of the three. So, um, but it's that the postseason's coming on quick. What we have another week and a half of actual regular season, and then we're jumping into the postseason.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, it goes by too quick. On the boys' side, Mifflin County finally uh, got a most deserved win Friday. They won 61-48. Landon Eichhorn scored 22, and Evan Strohecker followed up with 15, and Aiden Reed finished off the double-digit players with 11. So good things, they finally got off the schneid and got that one off broke the seal, so to speak, and they'll play their last home game here on Friday. So if you get a chance, go out to Mifflin County High School and cheer these guys on. They work hard every time they get out on the court. Now we're going to head up to Center County, and the Bellefonte boys, they've reached the 500 mark, and for the first time, and are turning the corner with the good shooting of Cole Chrisman and teammate Jacob McConnell. The two have been the catalyst on turning this team around from below 500 to now they're making a run where uh, they could end the season with a winning record. So nice thing to go into the postseason with a little momentum. And the team was very young starting off the season, but they finally found their way and are might be one of the teams to really that might go under the radar for a little bit, but they'll make some noise first, second round of the playoffs. Uh,
Nice.
then we go to State College. Much like the football team, the boys basketball team are just cruising through their schedule. They have a record of 16-2 overall, and they had a hiccup last week against Harrisburg, but got back to their winning ways as of late. And they're led by, here again is another famous last name that we all know. The kid's name's Braden Shrewsbury, son of the Penn State men's basketball coach,
Oh,
and he's been lighting it up, averaging more than 15 points per game, and leads in three of the four top scoring um, categories for the Little Lions. So they're cruising through. They're definitely going to be in the playoffs. They probably clinched that maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but right now they're just winding down the season and looking to probably get the top spot in District 6 going in.
oh yeah, with that kind of record, you better believe it.
So now the girls team, they're like kind of like how Bellefonte boys were. They've been hovering around the close to 500, um, but they're still behind, I believe, Mifflin County in the race for the second seed. So uh, should be a good game if State College comes to the dog pound and has to deal with the Lady Huskies. Um, Staying in Juniata, or staying in Huntington, or yeah, can I get one right here? Staying in Center County, Penns Valley girls, led by Anne Marie McMurtry, set themselves up nicely this week for a playoff spot, improving to 10-7 on the season. The group has been pretty solid all year. Nice mix of youth and experience. Um, One of their other good players is Avery Dingus, and
That's
they.
a name. Sorry,
Oh, it's okay.
that's a name that if you're an old school guy, Dinky's in Penns Valley, there that name is big time. I just Max Dingy's. Maybe it's her grandpa,
Mm-hmm.
the only state champion in Penns Valley history.
Wow.
I think she has a little brother, Max Dingy's Jr. Well, Max Dingy's, but
Mhm.
he's the number one ranked 80 pounder in the United States of America.
Oh wow, he's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, the only problem is he's going to Malvern Prep,
Mm.
which really ticked me off. I thought he was going to stay with the Rams, but
Hmm.
he's going to Malvern Prep to wrestle.
Oh, that stinks.
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. So,
Did I throw
um,
you off?
no, no, I've been this way all day before we
Kenny's
got on.
going, Kenny's going, damn it, I was on a roll and you had to open your mouth.
Hey, this is the most spoken since we started this, I think. um, oh, okay. Now we'll head down to Juniata County. I'm positive on Juniata County this time.
Right.
Juniata girls, coached by Jim Fosselman, is they're also jockeying for a possible playoff spot as well. They're as of now, right now, they are playing, or it might even be over, playing Bellefonte up here in Bellefonte. So Bellefonte came in with a record of 1-14. So
Ouch.
it's probably safe to say that the Indians came out on top. But the Red Raiders have been playing tough lately. It's just same problem that the Mifflin County boys has. They play tough for 3.5 quarters and just can't finish the things out. But they're young as well. So, but anyway, the Indians are looking for a playoff spot, and I believe that they'll be getting one when all is said and done. Um, the East Juniata boys are really looking good. They've posted a record of 13-6, and which sets up nicely for their game against rival Juniata tomorrow. One of those games that you just throw out the scorebooks and the records and just let them play. So it should be a doozy tomorrow. But like I said, the Tigers are pretty secure with a playoff spot at 13 and 6. Um, and the last one I have is the Saint Joseph Academy Wolfpack. The boys playing in the Tri Valley League this year, which has been new. They just joined, I believe, this season. This year's the first year, and they are going through the competition pretty smoothly. And I think they're kind of like State College and already set themselves up nicely for a District 6 playoff bid. So that is all the update on basketball, and back to you.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad these teams are doing well. So you know what I did? I forgot to play your music before you.
Oh yes.
Here we go. That was the Kenny Varner basketball report. Feeding the ducks, baby.
Feeding the duck.
Okay, before we get into the whole wrestling thing,
Mhm.
I want to get your thoughts on this crappy thing they're calling the Pro Bowl now, where
Oh
it's
yeah.
flag football.
Mhm.
You and I are from the 70s watching football in the 70s and early 80s when they actually took the game serious and hit hard and
Right.
wanted to win it.
Mhm.
I don't even think there should be a Pro Bowl. I hope nobody watches it. Who wants to watch a damn flag football game?
Oh, I feel the same way. It's like I know when we were growing up, it was an honor to be nominated to the Pro Bowl, and they it would be in Hawaii, and it would be a big event, and the players looked forward to that, and also got an extra boost and pay.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they wanted to win it too. They wanted to
yeah.
win it.
Hmm.
I remember
Yeah.
the time, like, and Eric Dickerson ran for like 130 yards in that. And they
Hmm.
were asking him why he was running so hard in the Pro Bowl when it doesn't count. He said, I want to win the damn game.
Hmm. Yeah, because they were bragging rights, just like the All-Star game in baseball. You know, that meant something. That was bragging rights going into the next season. Especially for some teams that didn't have much to cheer about during the regular season.
And I got one other thing.
Hmm.
I have nothing against him personally. How in the hell did Tyler Huntley make the Pro Bowl?
That puzzles me too. He
I
only had
mean,
2 touchdown passes as a come off the bench starter.
exactly. He's a backup. I mean, if you're going to put a backup into the Pro Bowl, and I hate to say it,
Hmm.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Until the loss against the Eagles, he was 7-1.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
as a third stringer, that's
yeah,
even something
third
else.
stringer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, Tyler Huntley in the pro. The NFL. Yeah, I love football. I still do,
Mhm.
but the roles have become sissified. Um, I don't know. It's just a
It's
Pro Bowl that's flag football.
Yeah, and it's I bet their ratings will drop tremendously. I mean, they weren't good to begin with.
No, it has
Um,
to. It has to drop. I know I wouldn't. I don't want to watch flag football. I mean, I just
no.
I don't. When I was younger, I didn't mind playing flag football, but watching it, no, I'm
Mm,
not going to waste a couple of hours watching flag football game.
no, and they don't think that there's not gonna be any injuries. Do you remember back when they had, like, the day before the Pro Bowl, a player
Oh
played
yeah,
like
who was it that tore his knee?
oh, and he never played again.
Yep, it was in the stand. They were doing stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, and he moved the wrong way, and injuries are gonna happen. So why not have you know, pads and stuff on just to kind of prevent any other kind of injuries? I don't know. I'm old school though.
Yeah, I'd tackle somebody if I was one of them pros. That would get it going.
Mm,
All right, let's get to wrestling, shall we?
okay, sure.
High school, and everybody knows it's district dole time. We'll start in AAA because it's really bad this year. I got to be honest. Only 6 teams when Juniata and Belfont dropped to AA. And the AAA, the semis and finals are up in Mill Hall. They're going to start at like 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You have number 1 seed Central Mountain against Altoona, and then you have Mifflin County, the 2 seed, against State College, the 3 seed. And honestly, you have teams like last year, State College didn't even show up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing they might not again.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Well, you remember you covered which tournament was it when?
Oh, the Big
Oh no,
Seven.
Big Seven. Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't even bring their guys. They're
Yeah.
regular guys. I mean, except for the Pavlechko, but
Mhm.
the rest of their studs didn't even wrestle.
Yeah.
So but only 1 team this year in AAA has a winning record. Central Mountain is 7-0. And then you got 5-10 Altoona, 4-6 Mifflin County, 2-7 State College. That's how bad it is, Ken.
Mm.
The 2 teams that didn't make it are Johnstown 3-9, Hollidaysburg 3-10.
Wow.
So everybody has a losing record, but State College, one of their 2 wins is against Mifflin County,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe did you cover that one?
Yeah, that was a close one as well. Yeah.
39-33, State College beat Mifflin County.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one, I'm a homer. I love the coaches at Mifflin County and those guys, but I think it's Central Mountain. It's going to be them going because only the champion goes.
Oh,
In AA, it's the top 2 teams.
Mm.
But yeah, it's going to be Central Mountain. It's a weak district this year. As far last year, that Mifflin County had that perfectly balanced team,
right.
from
Mhm.
top to bottom. There wasn't any like gigantic state champion superstars, but there wasn't a weak weight in the lineup.
Mhm.
They don't have that this year, and they're actually forfeiting 107 because they don't have one.
Wow.
AA is a different story. Really, really should be good.
Mm-hmm.
You have number 1 seed, the Penns Valley Rams, 13-0 on the year, going against 4th seed, the United Lions, 16-0. This United team, you saw it coming through the elementary and junior high ranks, and now these kids are up on varsity, and thank goodness that these kids didn't leave United like a lot of kids do.
Mm-hmm.
Like Forest Hills. Those poor guys, half of Bishop McCourt's team is Forest Hills guys.
Wow.
And but the United guys have stayed. They're 16-0. So you got a battle of 2 undefeated teams with the Rams and the Lions. It should be fun. And the other thing that's scary about United, Kenny, they only have 2 starters in their lineup who are seniors.
Wow.
And a good young class. I mean, they're really, really good kids are like freshmen and sophomores. So United's going to be, they haven't made much noise in the past, but they're going to be around. They are going to be around for a while here with this class that they got. Then the second semifinal, you have the 2nd seed Huntington Bearcats, 17-3 against the Bald Eagle Area Eagles, the 3rd seed, 10-3. What can you say there?
Yeah.
Huntington's traditional in the Double A duels. John Mikett, they won it a bunch of times. Bald Eagle, this is like what their third year or third year down in Double A. They have become a district Double A power with their big three. Well, hopefully Lucas Phi can wrestle. He didn't wrestle with Ultimate Warrior,
Oh, he
and I
didn't.
know he didn't wrestle for at Big Seven, right?
Right, right. He was out for that.
But if he's back, they got him and Cohen Baney and Caleb Close.
Mm.
And Jeffrey Pfeiffer got a lot of good kids. Huntington does too. Gunnar Singleton at heavyweight is really good. I think he's ranked third in the state. How about that? Isn't that a good name
Nice.
for a heavyweight wrestler? Gunnar.
Oh yeah.
What's your name? Gunnar. I think of Dolph Lundgren in the Expendables. I must break you.
Yeah.
No, that's Rocky IV. But it should be pretty fun. I'm going to go out. I said Central Mountain and AAA. I am actually going to go Penns Valley for the district championship.
Nice.
The Rams. I don't know. You probably know better than I because hometown being in Mifflin and Center. Did Penns Valley and Bald Eagle meet? I think they did in Penns Valley
Yes.
one, right?
Yeah, actually, I covered that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Penns Valley won that. Obviously, they're 13-0.
Yeah, pretty. It was pretty handily, I believe. It was. It wasn't close, but I think that was. Yeah, it was.
Not close. Let's look, shall we? We have time. I'm going to go look up Bald Eagle area.
See how bad my memory is.
And their match with the Rams. It was 31-27, Penns Valley.
Okay, so I guess I was just a little off.
Just a little, but hey, it was good. Let's see what happened in that match. Baney had a tech fall. Pfeiffer had a regular decision. Close had a fall. Phi had a major decision. Then you had the guys for all the studs that you expect won. Mm-hmm. Connor Myers had a decision. Darlington had a major decision. Watson had a pin, and Colton Shunk had a tech fall.
Wow!
But it was close. Breakdown. Penns Valley won 7 matches. Bald Eagle won 6.
Mm.
And the difference, obviously, I always preach this. I write it a lot in my stories too. Bonus points.
Mm.
Penns Valley had 5 wins by bonus. Bald Eagle 4. There's your difference in the match. But while we're here, since I brought it up, I want to show you this or tell you this. United. Okay. Have you ever been down there?
No, never.
I actually was once. I had to drive like a nut when I was covering the Pittsburgh Steelers for CBS training camp. I drove every day from here to training camp.
Wow.
In Latrobe. Yes, I was psychotically stupid. But you had to, the way my GPS took me, it was like by, have you heard North Star High School?
Yes, I actually have heard of that one.
Well, you don't go out Boswell, but you drove right past United, and it is small, dude. It is small. But here, just to give you an example, I talked about them as their team. All right?
Uh-huh.
Joseph Garshnick, 28-2, freshman. Gideon Bracken, 24-2, sophomore. Colton Henning, 22-4, sophomore. Jacob Sombronsky, 17-1, junior. Sawyer McGinnis, 19-5, sophomore. Noah Pazaric, 20-7, sophomore.
Hmm.
I mean, these kids.
Wow. They're stacked.
Yeah. No, I know. Like out west isn't as. I don't think isn't as like in what am I? What's the Laurel Highlands Conference? Isn't as strong as some things up here, but still good. They're still got solid teams,
Mhm.
and these guys, man, you know, woo. I mean, well, I'll give you some of their scores if you don't mind. Are you ready?
Sure. Yep.
They
Shoot 'em.
beat Cambria Heights 67-0. Central Cambria 61-12. Myersdale 71-0. Central 72-0. Tussey Mountain 74-0. Ligonier Valley 70-0. Conemaugh Township 62-6.
Wow. So they're
And
averaging 64, 65 points or points per game match.
James Buchanan 69-6. Claysburg 58-9.
Wow.
Their closest match all year was 32-27. They beat Berlin Brothers Valley, but in the quarterfinals of districts, they beat Mount Union 50-15.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys are solid. You're going to be hearing about them for like at least until this class gets out of here for like 2 or 3 years. But I still think in the end, I mean, if you listen to those teams I mentioned, they haven't met people like Huntington or Bald Eagle or Penns Valley.
Mm.
So we'll see what goes down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Definitely.
Should be fun.
That'll be Saturday at 10 o'clock at Penns Valley.
Yes, that's 10 a.m. and the AAA is 3 o'clock at Mill Hall in Central Mountain.
Mm.
And we don't know. Sometimes AAA teams don't show up. So, like last year, if you remember, Mifflin County State College didn't show up. So Mifflin County was the #1 seed. They had a bye into the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And that could happen again with Central Mountain. There could be a bye. Well, no, I think Altoona will show up. State College might not. Well, Altoona might not. You don't know.
Yeah.
You might have a finals of Central Mountain and Mifflin County without a match being wrestled.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because last year State College was supposed to come because Altoona declined. And then State College didn't come either. And now it's the same situation. Altoona and State College are the 3 and 4 seeds. You never know.
Yeah, true. Very true.
That's the wrestling roundup. I need to get music. You got music. I need to get music. Let's see. I'm looking at this. This is called, we'll try this. This is called Night Driving. Here we go. No, that's too slow.
I was going to say that's putting me to sleep.
I'll fall asleep by doing that. I will fall asleep. What the hell's lo-fi? You know what that is?
No.
We're old, buddy. Somebody's probably on here listening, laughing their ass off. Okay, this one's called lo-fi. StreamYard gives you music here. No.
No, definitely not.
No. All right. Daydreaming. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to play this one. It's called Rock.
Okay.
Just rock.
We have hope for this last one here. There we go.
That's it.
That is it. We got a winner.
That's the wrestling intro and outro music report.
Love it.
Okay, so we got Rock. You got feeding the ducks. You got a cooler name than I do. What's on your agenda for the weekend?
Oh
I
my
know
God.
you're covering everything all the time.
Oh, it's going to be a crazy one. Now tomorrow, I'm either heading to Penns Valley for Penns Valley girls basketball, or I'm gonna maybe stay in town and hit the Juniata East Juniata boys basketball game. Seems that might be a real good one to see.
And it's that
And
rivalry, you gotta
yes,
love it.
yeah, and the stands are going to be filled. Um, Now Friday I will be covering Bellefonte boys. Going to see how much of a turnaround and see what goes on there. The weekend I'm going to be heading to Penns Valley to cover the team duels for Double A, and I think after that, I think after
Take a
that,
break.
I am going to just collapse and sleep, hibernate.
Excuse me. I will actually be covering the AAA duels, just Mifflin County,
Uh-huh. Nice.
uh, on Saturday because it's wrestling and I love it, and that's it.
Mhm.
Hopefully, they can do better if State College does show up because I didn't think they were going to lose to State, and they ended up losing to State.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll hope. We'll hope.
Yeah.
And they can do better. I mean, not that I'm against State either because we have people that
Mm.
listen from State College. I'm going to try. I'm not biased. I really am not.
Mm.
Kenny knows this.
That's right.
He knows what school I went to,
That's right.
and
Up
it
in my
wasn't
neck of the
Mifflin,
woods.
and it wasn't Mifflin County because there wasn't a school then. It wasn't Indian Valley or Lewistown,
Mhm.
and it wasn't State College. So I'm not biased. I've just been living here for a long time
Mhm.
in Mifflin County, and hell, I got a Facebook page of them. So,
Uh,
but hey, it should be good. I mean,
mhm.
I don't know. I guarantee you the double A wrestling is going to be better than the triple A, but it'll still be fun to watch. And then the
Yeah.
winner obviously goes to the PIAA Doles down at Hershey at the Giant Center. Double A's top two. So I'm looking for it in the finals to be Penns Valley against BEA again.
Wow. That would be a nice matchup again.
Yeah, and you'll be covering that. So
Yes. Yep.
let me know. Shoot me a text
Oh, I'll keep you updated throughout.
what goes down,
Yeah.
and I'll keep you updated on AAA.
Sounds good. Sounds real good.
Anything else you would like to add, Mr. Varner, before we get
Um,
out of here tonight?
I wanted to ask you a question. I don't know if you heard this story that just came out this morning, but it seems that down in Georgia, there was a junior varsity coach for basketball girls
Played in the game,
played in
yes.
the game and impersonated a player that was on a travel team that wasn't there. And
Yes, he was
actually,
22 years old.
yes, playing with a bunch of 14 and 15-year-olds. It wasn't even varsity. It was junior varsity. Not that it makes a difference, but I mean, come on.
Well, she must have been young.
Uh, but they have a video out of that. If you guys want to check it out from ESPN, check that out.
Wait a minute.
It's crazy. Hello?
what happened, but I'm back.
I'm sorry, Kenny. No, it was me. Mine. My internet went out for some damn reason.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was me. You know how when your internet goes out, you get that little. At least on mine, you get this globe.
Uh-huh.
It tells you it's out. For
Mhm.
some reason, my connection dropped. But Doug Schaefer, I didn't even think about that. They are not letting them wrestle with the district doles.
Oh really?
I forgot because you've got to be either 500, 500 in the mid pen, or 500 against District 6, and they're not.
Oh.
Wow. I forgot about that. Uh, Doug, if you're still on, comment on there. Is that why? Because of the 500 rule? I'm keeping this on a little longer than we wanted. Well, than we're supposed to, because I wanted to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug says, yep. Boy, that stinks.
Hmm.
I'm allowed to say this because I'm not on Big Louie Radio. That sucks ass. You know, there's no, I don't have to be polite with my words. Now, I'm not going to go start doing F-bombs, Kenny. But I can say ass.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Like Doug said, it's MCSD policy. I know it is, and it's bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's the policy. It's been that way. But still, I could see it if Mifflin County was like 1-10.
Right.
But they're 4-6. And you know, they would be the second seed in the whole district. And you're going to leave them out? Well, then that's not going to be I won't be, Kenny, I won't be covering the AAA Doles.
Wow.
Doug says the Mifflin County Booster Club even offered to fund the whole trip. Yeah, it's just up to Mill Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, I won't be covering it. That stinks. So it's probably going to be like we would have met State College, so maybe they will show up. Mm-hmm. State College will get into the finals on a bye and meet the winner of Central Mountain Altoona, which you know who it'll be.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Or neither of them could. This might be one where nobody shows up and Central Mountain just gets a bye into the state doles. Because there's no damn way that State College or Altoona is going to beat them.
Right.
I mean, Altoona, no. State College they got those 4 hammers I said, but that's pretty much it in their lineup. Mm-hmm. The only thing that would be good if State College shows up is seeing Dalton Perry and Manville go at it again.
Yes. That would.
Oh, man. Dude, I thought I was going to see the District 6 duel. So now I won't make my public appearance until states. I mean, until districts in Altoona. That's just bad for those guys, man. I feel bad for the kids.
Yeah, work hard to get to this point, and then.
Well, next week we will have the Juniata Indians coaches, Adam Barrick and Jared Dressler, and maybe we'll get somebody on to talk about the Huskies not going to the Doles. If anybody wants to volunteer themselves. Because, I mean, I don't think anybody from the school will come on because they'll just say, that's our policy.
Right.
But we'll come on and talk about it. That's going to be next week. So it's going to be, sorry, Kenny, it's a wrestling week next Wednesday.
Hey, I don't mind.
Because then we'll be talking about, if I'm right, we'll be talking about, besides to Jared and them, we'll be talking to um, probably we'll be talking to you about Penns Valley and Bald Eagle. If I'm right, they're going to be going to Hershey,
Right.
which means you're going to be going to Hershey.
Hey, I can live with that.
Oh, I like the Giant Center.
Yeah,
I like it. Especially up in the radio booth, buddy. There's an elevator. Thank God, because I'll be in a wheelchair, unfortunately. But there's an elevator. We eat up there, and it's nice.
Nice.
You'll have to come up if you go down this year.
Oh, definitely.
Come up and hang out with me and Kenny Shaver and Jed Donahue. Jed's gonna do it with me this year.
Oh, nice.
Unless Big Louie doesn't do it, and then we'll do it on the press box. And I might even get you on.
Oh, wow. I got a quick update before we head out.
Okay.
Juniata, speaking of the Juniata wrestling team, they actually were successful tonight. They defeated Loyal Sauk Township 46-30.
Nice. That makes them they've done a great job rebuilding that program. Makes them 13-7. They finished the season.
Nice.
Now they're going to get. Oh no, I think they got one more left, and then they'll be ready for the individual postseason, district, regional, state.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice. Yeah.
Because I remember when Jared and Adam took over, their first year, only 7 kids came out.
Wow.
There was only 7 kids on the varsity. All right, that's going to about wrap it up for tonight. We thank Doug for that last minute update,
Yeah.
and too bad for the Husky wrestling team. Thank you, Kenny. Any final words?
No, just come out and check out the competition at your local high schools. Like I said last week, getting close to the end of the season, you'll probably see the best play. Everyone's prepping. We're got a big list of teams that are teetering on making the postseason. So go out and cheer on your favorite team, and same with wrestling, and go again.
Awesome. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week in the press box. We thank you for hanging out with us on this Wednesday evening and listening to us, and we appreciate it. And have a great night and even better weekend.
Night, everybody.
Good night.